Do not cut corners. If you do, I'm going to call you out like I did this person. But I'll give this person credit, as you'll see. No, it's not that I don't like, the past ClayTrader mail videos or anything like that, but there's some where it's just like, yes, this is good. This is getting my adrenaline flowing. This provides a great example. And today's episode is exactly one of those, just because it really goes to show why you can't act a certain way, why just hard work is required, and why I'm going to call you out if I see you getting off on the wrong foot in terms of what your expectations are. What's the, how do you view the reality of the situation? And this person, as you're going to see, was just not being realistic. They weren't setting themselves up for success at all. They had a terrible just outlook and attitude towards trading as a whole. And but like I said, at the end, I'll have to give them credit, as you'll see. They accept it, they acknowledge it, which is refreshing. A lot of people will just always deflect, cast blame everywhere else but themselves. But this person did a good job. But this thing started off very rough, so let's just get into it. This came from a discussion on some YouTube comments. Tommy says, "What trading platform is this?" And don't respond with that, "More information can be found here." So this is like the biggest question I get is, hey, what platform is that? What broker are you using? What chart is this? Any of those. So what I've done and what I learned a long time ago is, I'm just gonna put a resource page together so I can link people to that, so I don't have to keep typing up the same things over and over and over again. And this person has apparently seen me reply, the answer to that and more right here, and then I always link people to that resource page. But this person right out of the gate says, they're asking me a question that can be found at that link, but hey, don't give me that link. So you're gonna ask somebody a question, and then you're gonna already dictate to them how they should be responding. Just breathe, Clay. So my response, are you being serious? You're asking for help and then going to reveal an attitude like that. With all due respect, go find another channel. If you want, like I said, if you want to press my buttons, just give me a good piss poor attitude like that. And I do have a video entitled, "Am I a Jerk?" And I'll put that in the description box below. But really, that video in a nutshell is essentially, I used to be kind of skeptical. I don't want to offend anybody. Because I'm not quite sure if my theory of people out there really exists. But at this point, my theory is not a theory, it's a fact. People in our chat room, people in the ClayTrader University program, they have great attitudes. They're working hard. They're busting their butts all the time to get better as a trader. They're not cutting corners. They are working hard. They have great attitudes. So that's why I can kind of just be a jerk in situations like this. Hey, if you're going to ask a question and then act like that, I don't need, unsubscribe to the channel, don't follow the channel, go ask somebody else. But I'm not gonna deal with people with that sort of attitude. Again, because I know there's a ton of people that don't have that attitude, that are the exact opposite of what this person is portraying in regards to kind of this interaction and how it all got started. So maybe you're thinking, oh, Clay, don't be so defensive. It's not a matter of being defensive. It's a matter of protecting my time. And I'm not going to waste my time with somebody with this sort of attitude when I know for a fact that I could be spending my time with people that actually do have good attitudes. So not me being offended or defensive. It's just, hey, time is the most valuable commodity. I need to be very protective of it. So let's keep moving on through this conversation, and we'll see where this all goes. Tommy replies, "Well, no, my apologies, sir. I love your channel and your content. I've been watching it for a while. I meant no disrespect. It's just I don't know what to look for when you give the link." All right, so this is the beginning where I'll start to give this person credit. They're not out of the woods yet, but okay, they may be a little rough around the edges, but they've kind of come around and they said, well, I don't know what to look for. I don't know what to look for in that link. And this is where I had an idea. All right, are you trying to cut corners? What exactly is going on here? So let's keep on reading. I reply back, "It's not a matter of looking for anything. It is a matter of spending some time and reading through the information. Start at the top and start reading." And then I give the link to that resource page. Now this is where I sense and start to want to just kind of make this person aware of, I know what you're trying to do. You want to try to just not do the work. You want to be spoon-fed every little thing. So it's not really a matter of you looking for things, it's you just not wanting to actually have to read through what is giving. But I was kind of assuming that, but if in the event I was wrong, give them the link, tell them, you know what, all your answers are there, just start reading at the top to bottom, and you'll find your answers. So then about a day later, Tommy replies back, "So like it gives a list of multiple brokers, but which one do you use?" Okay, Tommy, You've opened up the link, but now you're just scanning. You're scanning the stuff. Yeah, there is a list of brokers, but you're clearly not reading it. You are cutting corners. I told you to read it. Now you're scanning, and I know you're scanning because all you're doing is proclaiming, well, there's a list of things, but I still don't know what you use as a broker. So my reply back, you aren't reading, you are scanning. Trading is a business of doing the work, not scanning. If you read from the top like I told you to, you'd have your answer. Not trying to be a jerk, but this half-hearted effort on your part is not going to lead to good things in trading. Again, maybe I'm being a little harsh, but hey, trading is an adult business. It is a business where if you're going to be offended easily, if you can't kind of just take things without it being all sugar-coated and, oh, it's okay, sweet little grandma, and I've got a puppy dog. There's no room for that. Black and white, trading is very black and white, and when you reveal yourself like this person is doing of cutting corners, scanning, just not doing what you're being told to do, you're not setting yourself up for success. You don't have a realistic perspective on what it takes. And what does it take at its core? Hard work. Not let me see any little area I can cut a corner. Cutting corners, that's a fantastic way to build up a bunch of little small bad habits. And sure, they're small, but when you get enough of these small bad habits everywhere, it's big enough to sink an entire ship. Tommy replies back, you're absolutely right. I don't know why I'm doing a half, some explicit words, effort. I'm going to listen to you and read this top to bottom. And then I reply back, there you go. I'm loving that attitude. Well done. Now, I always try to keep these videos kid-friendly, so you can read what he wrote there, but he's fully accepted, yeah, you know what? I was cutting corners. I was giving a half-hearted effort. Now, he doesn't quite use the word hearted effort, but you can see he acknowledges it. And this is where Tommy, kind of full circle, I give him full credit. He's accepted responsibility. So where he started off very rough in terms of, I don't want to do all the work. I'm looking to cut corners, half-hearted effort. One thing he definitely has going for him is, he doesn't have a problem taking responsibility and admitting, I was wrong in this. And that is a huge, huge component. I could do a whole nother video, and I've done many videos on the ability, the needed ability to be able to accept and say that you're wrong as a trader. Because as traders, if you can't admit you're wrong, you're never going to be able to cut losses in a reasonable sense, and things are just never going to work out. So Tommy, who knows if he watches this, you got that definitely going for you. Accepting responsibility, admitting you were wrong, and then now, hopefully, improving from there. Learning from your mistake, which you've acknowledged, and that's awesome. That's what you need to do as a trader, because we're all going to make mistakes. Even if we don't make a mistake and it's a perfect plan, there's no such thing as a guaranteed winner. So with the perfect plan, it's still going to turn out to be losses. You're going to have to admit as a trader that, hey, I was wrong. And that's across the board. So Tommy, we started off very rough, but good on you for admitting your mistakes, admitting that you were wrong, and accepting responsibility from it. And now hopefully you're on the path to where you need to be. For you as viewers, don't cut corners. Don't put in half-hearted efforts. If you're going to do that, then you might as well just go to Las Vegas. You'll probably have more fun. But the market's going to treat you just like Las Vegas would. It's going to take your money, and you might as well get some free drinks while you gamble away your money if you go to Las Vegas. So, but cutting corners, not wanting to put in the full effort, give it a good go, an honest go. It's just not going to work out. And like I said, if I see this in the comments, I'm just going to call people out. I've been doing it, and I don't do it because I want to be a tough guy. I'm just letting you know because it's a fact of the matter. It's the truth. Cutting corners doesn't work in the market for the reasons I already talked about. Sure, they may just be small little bad habits that you're forming, but then when you get all sorts of these ones, that they all start to add up, and it doesn't turn out pretty. So hopefully you got something from this. Like I said, this was a great conversation. I'm glad Tommy came around because that just produced that much more learning examples and things that we can all take from this conversation. So hopefully you got something out of it, and I will see you back for next week's ClayTrader Mail video.